Yeah, that was a bit of an abrupt ending, wasn't it? Because that was game music for a game I did a long ass time ago. So it was just supposed to loop. You know how looping music works. It just cuts off very abruptly, and then it just starts from the beginning again, and then it just goes back to... and so on and so on. So let's dispense with all of that highly technical talk and turn on the stream. Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian, and I'm sitting quite uncomfortably. Hang on a bit. Sound of glass breaking, cats meowing. Good evening. Yes, the disease has left me, so now I have no excuse for being absolutely terrible at the game we're going to play today, which is, of course, more Contradiction. Spot the liar. Now, it does say spot the liar. For me, it's just more stumble around and click various options together to maybe stumble upon the liar. I suppose it should be Contradiction, stumble upon the liar. So thank you very much, everyone who's in the chat right now. Tikanjia says maybe there's a buckazoid under your seat. God, I fucking wish. This is not the sort of seat where loose change hides, sadly. Also, I have to burp because of... Excuse me. Lasagna. So, yes. No habla inglés. Well, you're gonna have a terrible time, aren't you? Anyway, let's get in and start this puppy up. Here we go. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm a bit trepidatious. Trepidatious? Yes, I did eat lasagna. Thank you, Summer. I did. Some trepidation occurs when I play this game. Hang on, are my speakers on? No, they're not. I'm good. Last time I recorded, I think it was Snail Trek. I had my speakers on the entire time. Thank God the microphone didn't pick up on it, because that would have been a weird mix in the editing process, and can't really edit my way out of shit when I'm doing live streams. So sometimes I have my speakers on and I forget. Did anyone see the video on lasagna nachos? No, but it sounds fascinating. Wouldn't that make the nachos very soggy? Like if you just have nachos in the lasagna, or do they just stick them on top, like stick them in the cheese kind of thing? I don't know. I think I ate a bit much lasagna today, so... Also, a thing that I remembered from last time I played this, just right at the end, there's this little explanation up here that says, yeah, use endgame errors, blah blah blah. Cheats are found by selecting unsolved clues in the list below. So when we load game 1, boom, it just sort of knocks you right into it. Can we have the menu, please? That's not the menu. This is the menu. Chief clues, chief call 1. So if I click on any of this, cheats are found by selecting unsolved clues in the list below. So clicking one of these, I guess, gives me a cheat or something? I don't know. Deep fried lasagna noodles cut into triangles. Wow. Okay, that's not what I thought you meant when you said lasagna nachos, but okay. People are anxiously awaiting the Snail Trek finale video. Oh god, yes, it was a joy to play. I've noticed calling the chief doesn't count as cheating, but I can replay the chief call here, and I guess if I do that, then the cheat thing goes up? Maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out. What we should probably do. Now, I did, just before I started streaming, I watched a little bit of my previous video. First of all, boy, do I sound tired. And I was. And second of all, I think I've got most of the names down. You'll have to excuse me because, again, I'm not good at remembering names. So names will escape me during this episode. I'm sure it will. Let's see what happened last time. We got up to Atlas, and couldn't get in. The dude was nowhere to be found. I doubt things have changed because the clock hasn't really advanced. We went and saw James, who makes scrying mirrors. Not crying mirrors, not like mirrors where, you know, tears just fall off the face of it. Phone call 1, cheat 0. That means you can phone again the chief anytime you want with no qualms and hear his voice. Okay. Well, that sounds awesome. I might actually do that. Let's just see what old Chiefy Poo has to say. Just to see if he does have anything to say at all. Chiefy Poo? Can't I just read out? No one uses this phone booth. Oh, hello. He does have something to say.
Hello, Jenks?
Yeah, Chief, I had a confession from Emma Bowman. It turns out she was arguing with Kate last Friday outside the pub. Kate broke the window. That's what the money was for. Money. Emma said she'd lent some to Kate, but Kate hadn't paid it back.
So Kate had money problems, so she broke a window and then paid Rebecca back for it. Something doesn't add up there, Jenks.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah. Call me back when you know some more.
Okay. Speak later, Chief.
Bye.
Actually, that's a good point. How does she have money to pay for broken windows when she can't pay back her friends? Maybe they're not that great friends, really. So... this whole Brandon House thing, I keep going up to it and there's just this locked door thing, and I guess I'm supposed to use some sort of item to get in. What actually am I carrying? Carrying a screwdriver. Nope, can't just unbolt the fucking thing. The dropped silver key, that got us into the shed at the back of the pub. Nope, I doubt photo frames and paint is gonna let us in here, and neither's the black scrying mirror, so boop, off we fuck. Insurance paid the windows. Every mirror is a crying mirror if you're sad enough. Thank you. Yes, that is very apt, I believe the phrase is. Okay, we're supposed to trap some people in lies. Now, we've trapped Rebecca, was it? Rebecca the pub owner. We've trapped her in a lie. We've trapped Simon in a lie. We've trapped Emma in a lie. And we haven't quite trapped James in any lie, but I just want to see if something has changed up at Atlas. Even though I don't, as I recall, we didn't quite get to the point where the clock advanced the last time. So, we can try the lounge door. Not gonna let us in. Okay, cool. Yes, we're done. And nothing has changed in here, I'm sure. Okay, so let's go back to Mr. James and see what we can see. Abbey Farm. Right down to Abbey. And we'll just head right back, I guess. Here we go. Abbey Farm. Would you like to answer some more questions? Actually, has something changed because we showed him the scrying mirror? Has he packed up shop and moved to France or something? Have a look in the green horse. Have a look at the green horse. Yes, he has a horse that he painted green for reasons we're not entirely sure of. No, nothing's changed in here. At least I don't think so. No dead spirits or anything, just hanging around going, how do I get out of this fucking mirror? Alright, we will ring the strange doorbell.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I do mind. I don't care. Okay. James gave Jenks the black mirror. And I am Jenks, so cool. He makes black scrying mirrors. Mirrors are just one way of scrying. Scrying is practiced for various reasons. He only makes the mirrors for others, sells the mirrors, but doesn't make a profit. He didn't know anything about the broken window, hasn't been to the pub for over 2 months, doesn't know anything about the argument, so I think we're barking up the wrong tree on that one. How about this? Doesn't recognize the card or necklace, but it does seem like it's sort of a new agey kind of thing, so that might be related to the scrying mirrors, not sure. Didn't know if Kate had lost the license, can't remember the last time he saw Kate, knew her through Simon's girlfriend Emma, didn't socialize with Kate at all. So, once again, I'm having a hard time, you know, finding a contradiction here. He didn't know about Simon's bike. He last saw Simon about a month ago. The bike is an avenue we haven't explored a lot. Yes, I'm saying scrying a lot. It's a fun word to say. Try it. Scrying. You can add an extra syllable in there. Scrying. Yes. Items and locations only change when the clock moves forward. Thank you, Summer. Summer is my unofficial hint line in this, which is good because she doesn't remember all of the games. She remembers some of it. Wait, he knew Kate and Emma, but doesn't know about the necklace? That's an interesting idea. We could try that. Necklace, necklace, necklace. Freedom necklace. Doesn't recognize the Carter necklace. However... shit, where is it? Not Kate's argument. Kate Vine's death. Knew about her through Simon's girlfriend? No, that's not it. Last saw Simon about a month ago. Probably would have seen the Freedom necklace-y thing. Doesn't recognize it. Knew Kate through Simon's girlfriend, Emma. Trying to scrying. How old is this game? I have no idea. It said that on the title screen. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. I keep harping on about the UI in this game. Another thing I'd like are like categorized. And instead of it being about various things we're carrying around, I would love there to be like a list of this has to do with the mirror, this has to do with like more broader categories. This has to do with mystic objects, this has to do with, you know, mundane objects like pub windows, this has to do with arguments, like things that aren't actually items. I would just like I would like a more easily navigatable list, but blah blah. Came out in 2015. Thank you, Summer. Kate's arguments. Doesn't recognize the mask, doesn't know anything about this shit. Can't remember the last time you saw Kate. No. I don't think any of these options... I think we're barking up another wrong tree. In fact, I don't think there's anything in his testimony that's quite obviously a lie yet. Unless it has something to do with the mirrors and all this shit.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yes, I indeed will. Because I think I want to head off and talk to Simon for a bit. Because Simon's a shifty one. And there's got to be more holes in his testimony. With regards to, oh, I don't know.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
The whole bicycle thing is still sort of nagging me. So... Simon told Jenks about this. That's another thing. The homebrew doesn't really seem to have mattered so much yet. Yes, thank you for your cooperation, sir. Just wanted to see your face. Emma had a similar necklace. Kate wore the necklace at college. Kate wore the necklace at college. See, that would have been interesting. Because, you know, if you could take testimony from one person and then show it, like, corroborate it with the testimony from another person. Because then it could say, oh, he didn't recognize the necklace, but Kate wore the necklace at college and you guys went to college together. So, what do you think about that? But nope, can't do that. We haven't asked about the scrying mirror yet. We probably should.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like new age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing.
Yes, but I'm in a cult.
Nuts,
I'm
though.
above that.
I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Probably it's probably not you know, strawberry tobacco in those hookahs we saw. James is into new age mysticism. Cool. Is there anything else we forgot to ask him about? Doesn't seem to be the case. This one we caught him in. He's known Kate for a bit more than 3 months. I want him to say that he went to the pub as well, along with Emma.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
So let me just chat up Emma, see what's happening here. Now, she has admitted to being at the pub with Kate and saw Kate break a window. And didn't see Kate very often. Well, apparently she did. Maybe that's like an easy one. Didn't see Kate often, however, knows about the broken pub window. No, never mind. Lent money to Kate because Kate needed it. However, I don't know. Kate bought a lot of new jewelry. Yeah, there we go.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
You can just see the gears churning.
Was it Emma?
No, Emma.
No.
It wasn't.
Go on. What was it really about?
we were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Well, blackmail is kind of a tricky
No,
subject.
I never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Well, like I said...
I'm not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Well, of course, Emma, was in bed with Ryan. That's my theory, anyway. Didn't see Kate very often, however, lent her money. Well, that was actually a good, that was a good suggestion. The homebrew is a funny thing you can ask everyone about, but it's a red herring, says Summer. Okay, thank you. She never met him, although they live in the same street. James didn't see Simon for a month, despite them living so close. This village is weird. Yeah, you do got a point there, Summer. She never met him, although they live on the same street. And the clock hasn't advanced, so Ryan hasn't showed up yet. Emma's just full of contradictions, isn't she? So... Wait a minute. Didn't she say she didn't attend Atlas? I mean, she could still know who Ryan is, but... I want to trap her in that one. Only went once to Atlas, but... has never met Ryan. No! That was a close one. Kate wanted to blackmail Ryan over his affair. Tried to persuade Kate not to blackmail Ryan. Has never met Ryan. There's something fishy going on there. I'm just not seeing it right now. Yes, the X makes it... yeah, I prefer extortion. The X makes it sound cool. Nice Futurama. Went to an Atlas seminar. Not only went once. Well... That's still technically true. I mean, she went to an Atlas seminar and never met Ryan. You could go there and just meet one of the minions. Wait, she didn't go to a whole seminar. She only went to Atlas once. She'd been to a similar course before. She went once but came twice. Har har. Yes, Ryan leads the seminars usually. Went to an oh wait, oh I picked the wrong one. Yes, you went to an Atlas seminar. However, okay, I see where this is going. Has never met Ryan. There we go.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Stay hydrated.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him.
Oh, backing her into a corner.
Okay, I need to tell you something.
Oh, you need to tell me something
need
now.
to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
I can tell everyone I want.
So the affair that happened was...
Fucking called it.
Ryan and I was having the affair. And Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn it back on Ryan.
Well, that is indeed a risk.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I...
Dingled the old berry?
I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up and
And then you smashed Rebecca's window.
And so you just argued and... what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
Well, not until you pushed her in the fucking lake.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You did it, you slimy wench. I'm onto you. Don't think I'm not onto you. Ah. 7 p.m. unlocked and no sheets used.
So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Yes. However, first, because the game seems to like to change things, I'm going to take the long way. I'm going to go through the forest. Hello, hello, little flaggy thing. Did they take pictures of the entire town for every, clock strike? Because it does seem like the town is getting darker. Like that. For a second there, I thought I was going in the wrong direction. No, we are going into the woodsies. Continue along the woodsies. Go further. Nothing has happened at the jetty, has it? No jetty, no jetty, no jetty. Is that a fisherman over there or a garden gnome who's gotten lost? Alright, let's go back. Video for every hour, not pictures. Holy crap. Well, that would explain why it was such a big download. Okay, into the forest we go. Let's just have a look at the clearing. Oh, hello. See, I knew it's gonna hide shit.
Mind not defacing public property, please?
This tree is public property.
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
Well, I could arrest you for one.
You do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I clobber you over the face.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money. What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look!
You're a twat, aren't you?
I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Can you just go?
I'm a burly man.
Pathetic.
It's okay, little tree. I've got your back. Oh, metal. Except wrong. This is metal. This is hang 10. My wrist just hurt.
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Die-hard rock fan. Nope, nope. This is not how you do. Can I make a note of what I'm doing? Of this symbol. Oh wait, I just clicked the hint icon by mistake. There are also things you haven't asked Simon, Emma, James, and Rebecca about yet. Probably the hand sign there. Okay. Could it be Satan? No, Satan would never do this. He would do this. Look at the thumb. The thumb is important. Yes. I should know. I go to a lot of Satan meetings. Alright, let's head into Atlas, see what this dickhead has to say. And he's a class A dickhead. His dick gets a lot of air. Enter atrium. First of all, I shall try the door on the right, the reading room, see who might be reading in there. Hello, Satan. Are you in? No, Satan is not in. What a pity. Satan cares about thumbs. Satan cares very much about thumbs. You should. Summer went to a festival on Saturday, saw one of my favorite rapcore bands. I think that would be more in the this department than this department. Just saying. The hand symbol is "I love you" in American Sign Language. True. Yes, and it's also the it's also like the hand gesture for Texas football team, I believe. I think I saw there's that picture of George W. Bush doing this at a Texas rally kind of thing, and everyone was like, "Oh man, Bush is fucking metal." No, he isn't. Summer made the metal sign, I don't care, and that's how you metal. Yes. All right, let's meet Ryan. Hello, put your penis away, I'm coming in.
Ryan!
Hello, fucko.
Yes.
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that alright?
And by the area, I mean your area.
Inspector.
Thank you.
Cheerio, Miss Sophie. Oh boy, he looks excited to see us. With us.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
Okay, I'll just have this tiny glass of water myself.
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Oh no, not Kate.
Kate Vine. Well, yes, she was.
Oh, you're not acting suspicious
All
in
of
the
this has been
slightest.
thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Yeah.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really?
Which one of these is hamming it up more?
I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
Taking votes. Dear fucking Christ. How fucking obvious can you be? Alright. At least they acknowledge that it is a three-finger symbol. UT Longhorns is the Texan football team, thank you. Summer went to see a band called Dog Eat Dog. Yes, I've heard of it, haven't heard much of their music. Sadly. Rapcore band's not really my thing. At least, I mean, I don't mind it, but, I mean, I can think of worse music, but... Anyway. Okay, let's just take it from the top. What do you know about Katie Vino's death?
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
And waving your dick in
How
public.
did you seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
Very
So she seemed to be
enthusiastic
enjoying
indeed.
the course.
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
I mean, if he's bonking Emma, he might as well be bonking Kate, too.
When she joined
and
about 3
Kate
months ago.
And
you
Emma
hadn't
were
met
jealous
her
of each
before
other for no fucking reason
Yeah.
whatsoever, because look at this price
So you
catch.
didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself?
No.
I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Or the Spanish Inquisition. Last saw Kate on Atlas, she was drunk, met Kate 3 months ago, said Kate enjoyed the course, appeared happy, hadn't suspected she had any emotional problems, other than excessive drinking, showing up drunk to meetings. But haven't we all? Just checking the... Yeah, well, I'll check out music at another time, Summer, but thank you, I will. By the way, if you check the SQH Discord, there's a channel there for music talk. I think you call it music talk, not music chat, but that's beside the point. Where we just show each other interesting music and stuff. So, Summer, feel free to put your favorite song in that chat room, and I will check it out later. Promise.
Have you seen this before?
The plastic bag? Oh, the driver's license.
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
I think you've had quite enough of that glass of water. Never seen the license before. Don't you have to, like, show ID to get into courses like this?
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Yeah, he probably... I don't know. You know, he puts cards in the spokes of the bike and it just sounds like he's driving a moped, right? Summer, both your favorite song and the one that you suspect I might enjoy the most. Cool, dude, go ahead. Screwdriver is not really worth asking about, not the bottles. The homebrew is apparently a dead end, but I'm gonna ask about it anyway.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
Okay, that was it. Apparently no one has. How about this?
Know what this is?
Yes, it's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Okay, so you make them, but never bought one. Burning cage is a symbol used on the course. This might come in handy later. Broken pendant, freedom necklace card, scrolling down. Silver key, fuck it. Broken pub window.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her.
This dude is married to Rebecca, the pub landlady, by the way.
Themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
How about syphilis? Would you like to know about that? Not that I suspect Emma had syphilis, but you know what I mean. Actually, you might not. This one.
Can you tell me about this?
You look like an absolute tit.
We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess. The mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon.
Careful, you're about to fall over there.
It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
The fucking eye-blinking thing just... Can't tell if he's having trouble focusing or if he's being shifty. I think both. Carpet mess, cage arguments.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
And have a wank from 6 to 6:30, I'll bet. There's something shifty about that. We have to prove that he was actually at the pub, and Kate freaked out when he saw him... something. Kate's argument... Advertising poster. We did ask about... Yeah, alright.
Tell me about this.
Oh, wait, that's my porno mag.
First one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Okay. Pick the name randomly, eh? Highly unlikely. How about some scrying? Would you like some scrying, please?
Have you seen one of these before?
Where does he produce those? I know he's carrying a bag and everything, but it just looks like he's pulling them out of his ass.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Silly things.
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of...
Then I got into mind control and cultism.
What did you read?
Well,
Satanic Bible.
On black magic, not the chocolates. Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
Sure you did.
That sort of thing now.
I just said.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting.
I suddenly dropped to a whisper. Why are we whispering? That's weird.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
Means you're doing it wrong for one. Alright. Thinks the fingers is a devil sign. Doesn't know how the finger symbol could be used. This is a contradiction because he used to read about satanic shit. So, he used to read a book about... This, I know, is absolutely bullshit. Fuck you, game! Maybe it's because Jenks here doesn't know jack shit from his ass. Asses work like dimensional portal inventories. That is very interesting, actually. So that means my ass is tuned into a very disgusting dimension at all times. Intriguing. Let's not get further into that, shall we? Let's not get further into my ass. Where is G Crusher? We have to trap him in something that's not obvious, apparently. It probably has to do with fucking timelines again. Kate Vine's death, something, something, something. He thinks it's a devil sign, doesn't know how the finger symbol could be used, but he used to read a book about black magic and satanic. This has to be one of it. Maybe this combination. No. God damn it. Was picked randomly, doesn't know about the argument. The pup usually leaves for Atlas at 6 PM, starts preparation for Atlas at 6:30. Wasn't he at the pub? What was that about? Broken pub window. Told Rebecca to tape it over to prevent injury. Knows about the window, but not how it got broken. Well, fucko. I do. Where is it? This UI. So confusing. Mask was made by a friend who died last year. Maybe you should talk with someone else first. That could be, because I don't see it right now. I thought that thing with the black magic versus what the hell does this mean was an obvious one. So, I think you're right.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Yeah. You'll stay in here, right? Try not to paint the curtains with your semen. Okay, let's fuck off back to Eden Lodge and poke some holes in them. Because I don't think we've harassed Emma enough. I love harassing the shit out of Emma. Hi, how are you doing? First of all, let's ask about this thing.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay, thanks.
Just checking. Oh, I just dropped by to show you this weird hand gesture. Doesn't recognize it. Okay, onwards to vengeance. Hey, if I can go from Simon to Emma, but I can't go from Emma to Simon, that's weird.
Okay, that's it for now.
Has Simon fucked off somewhere? And I can no longer ask him questions. Oh, he's still here.
Come on. Cute.
Wait, this is new?
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Oh, here.
There's human flesh in that saucepan.
At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
I just turned it off now. I can't be bothered finishing it.
The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
But it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
No, it really isn't. Sir, I'll file a complaint for harassment. You've knocked on my door 20 times today. Yes. Okay, let's start out with this.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle.
It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course.
Oh, it's something from the
three
course.
freedoms.
Oh.
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase.
Free to be free?
Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt.
He's got a thumb ring.
And,
my God.
Self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward.
Hang on there, Mr.
Practical
Cult.
purpose. It's basically destructive.
Think your chili's burning.
Right.
So feel no guilt about drowning some poor
Free
fuck.
to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Yes. I think we should go back and just shove this in Ryan's face. Now, I know we didn't get through all of it. Definitely want to hang him up on this. Excuse me. Did you really think Ryan wouldn't lie? No, I was banking on it. That dude was shifty as all fuck just the moment I went in. He was just like, oh, would you like a drink, perhaps? Actually, I would like a drink, thank you.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive
Maybe in Britain they do.
Excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
I've got my own course
I have
material.
a background in psychology.
You're shit at it.
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
Like way back near the asshole.
Phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
I'm going to have him killed soon. Well, you invented the phrase, but you don't know what this is. Oh, come on! God damn it. Okay, phrase about getting rid of... The fucking thing is not a devil's sign, come on! Son of a tit wanker. Okay, wait. He thinks the fingers is a devil's sign. It's not. The freedom phrase... Well, actually, he didn't come up with the actual, you know, thing there. Like Simon said, the students started doing that. But... God damn it. Ryan recognized the finger symbol as a devil's sign. God damn it. Okay, I also wish I could clear these, because now I just have to select whatever and make that go away. Can I go find this Ryan guy again? Fine.
You'll probably be back later.
Well, go ask someone else. Also, we do have a new name, and I would imagine Abby Farm Dude would be interested in the hand gesture. I mean, we might as well ask him.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Haven't asked about this one, so we should start here.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah,
It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
No, it isn't.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Metal fans.
Anyone local using it?
Well, there was that time Slayer played at the common room. Finger symbol used in Satanism. Still, dude, fuck you.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Boo. That taught me nothing, really. Hasn't seen anyone local use this symbol, but there is that dude. Forget his name.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
He probably knows him and blah blah blah. Alright, fucking off. Starting to get that feeling like we're going nowhere again. Let's talk to Rebecca, see what's up. Actually, there is that other room in the pub. You can go left here, and then bugger all happened the last time, but the clock has changed, and still bugger all.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
How far back did we go? Oh, we go all the way back to the scrying mirror. Cool.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Okay. Well, that went nowhere.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
I'm so gonna capture that for the thumbnail.
No, it's okay.
Oh, you're just drawing a big old blank, aren't you?
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong...
By the way, your husband is
point,
begging
Inspector.
college students.
Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Well, your husband certainly isn't feeling very guilty. At least people can get hung up on guilt. Knows about the phrase. Again, not really seeing anything. Certainly nothing to do with timelines and shit like that. Thinks the mask is Ryan's, however Ryan didn't really see it. You can still get a hint from the chief too.
Be back later on if that's okay.
True. That's true. I could go do that. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go do that. LTD, if this is 2, then what is this? Hey, question in the chat. Did anyone solve that puzzle in Monkey Island 2 fair and square? The, if this is 3, then what's this? Because I did. It took me years and years. But I did find... Because normally I would just save scum through it. And then one day it just fucking hit me. Like out of the blue. Hey, wait! All of the answers corresponds to... ... So, be honest in the chat. How many... Because I'm assuming all of you have played Monkey Island 2. How long did it take for you to get the... If this is 5, then what is this? Just checking. Because that is one of the most infuriating puzzles in the world. But then when you solve it, you just go... That's still infuriating, really. Hello, Chiefy Poo. Sirio says it took him a few minutes, you liar. I don't believe you. Ah, but something happened. Jeff B just and the rest of it is missing. Cool. I do this so well, don't you think? The whole streaming thing. Yes, leave call box. Fuck you. Let's see if something else has happened in the... Wait, I clicked the wrong part. We were told about the shrubbery, the greenhousey thing, which is behind Brandon House. Still nothing, eh? Just checking. Actually, why can't I ask... why can't I ask this dude about it? Because he said he didn't...
Ask about a few more things, please.
He said he didn't really know... Simon that well. Traded herbal tea for Simon's homebrew, says it's very strong. Fuck that. Don't know about that. Actually, no. Fuck it. Let's go have another chat with Simon. Simon seems to be the place it's at right now. We have to trap him in something. Yes, thank you, Siriar. The answer is 2. If this is 5, then what is this? The answer is the first number of fingers I held up. It's a weird puzzle, isn't it? Simon and... Actually, we might go traipsing into the forest, just to see what else has changed, because things like to change around here. First of all, let's go into the woods. No, wait, back to Junction. Want to go down here. Oh, shit. I got turned around. Go back into woods. Go down the path to the right. Oh, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Hello. You alright, mate?
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
So that would make me a public eye.
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did they really?
What?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it.
They do it all the time.
He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hang on, are you leaving?
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something? Oh, sod.
Okay. Maybe now we can actually...
Reputation precedes them.
Yeah, we can phone the inspector, I was just about to say.
Find out a bit more about this Liam.
Hey, I deduced that.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Ah, Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was...
It's okay, there's a pub nearby.
Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death
Just,
last
don't be enigmatic, just get on the fucking computer.
Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Only you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
I think I'll be dead drunk by then. Ding! New things. First of all, let's ask Jamesy Poo, because we're right near him anyway, so... Ring the doorbell. Hello.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
How's everyone? Liam's... Oh, it fast forwards to the most recent. Goody.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam
Gallagher.
Died.
God damn it.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Either this dude is stoned, or he's just really
Man
enigmatic.
science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
Spare us some coin. Yes, we got information from the drunk without even giving him change. It's not that kind of adventure game. James' degree is in plant science. It's not a contradiction there. Wasn't Liam's year, but on a different course. Fine, we'll
that's
go.
it for the time being, thank you.
We'll go ask everyone else. Stifling a yawn there. Hope no one noticed. I know I skipped Rebecca, but Rebecca doesn't seem to know anything. So, it's gonna chat up Simon again. Hello.
Questions, please.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, the one we
Liam.
drowned. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Yes, terrible shame, eh? Didn't know Liam, but had heard about him. Cool.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I mean, I'm working my way up to Ryan. Plant science equals herbology or herbology. Probably, yes. I actually kind of forgot what Simon was on about with them something growing herbs, something. Anyway.
What do you know?
I'll have to
about a
recheck.
student called Liam committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Fantastic.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Sorry, I must have blanked out when Simon was talking about the herb thing garden. Because I know there's an inconsistency there. Why would... I mean, he knew James better than we... Simon says he used to grow herbs and cook when he lived at the farmhouse with James. Yes, but and then they said they didn't get on. Or he said he didn't get on. And James said he didn't really know Simon. But I can't correlate the two different testimonies together, so having a hard time with that one. Maybe Simon said at some point that he didn't know much about... shit, where would that be? Doesn't see James very often, however, and there's nothing really... Doesn't see James very often. Any one of these, maybe? No? Because there's nothing in here about his, herbology thing. I think I know what kind of herbs James is growing. I think they make you very special, and it does look like he's had a few ones when you get down there.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Fuck it, I'm gonna head off to see Ryan. Might actually want to get into his gin and tonic. Yes, weed. Yes, thank you, Summer. Yes, I was talking about weed. Indeed I was. Has anything changed in here? Why is that? Yes, hello. Practicing your script, eh?
Starting a session, do you mind?
Yes, I do.
Very sorry, I'll leave you in peace.
Hey, that's that fucker from the woods. And this thing just closed off, I guess.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
He was in there reading ahead in the script going, who just said what? Liam's death. Hello.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
You're being awfully blasé about this. He seemed happy, Kate seemed happy, everyone kills themselves. We'd like to ask some questions, yes. Summer asks, have you ever done weed? I think we've had this conversation in the Discord, haven't we? Yes. To answer your question, yes I have. Very much. In fact, a bit too much. Gave it up. It got weird. Actually gave it up around the time I started doing YouTube. Very nice. No wait, that's actually a lie. I gave it up around the time I started doing the podcast, and that was before I got into YouTube. So it's been quite a number of years, actually. Don't really see anything here. Ryan has a background in psychology, but he used to read shitty books about satanic things. No? Actually, the thing I'm most peculiar about is that he thinks the fingers is a devil sign, and James sort of confirmed that it's a satanic sign. So either the designers of this game have no idea what they're fucking talking about, or the actors and producers of the game were afraid that if they did it right, then bad things would jump out of the scrying mirror and stab them in the throat or something. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe I'm even remembering it wrong, but you always do this at metal shows. You never do this. This is if you're going to a NoFX gig or a skate punk, like a Millencolin concert. It's like, yeah man, hang 10, let's go skate. And this is Slayer. Anyway, I'm really harping on about that, aren't I? Yes. Yes, I am. Metalheads can get kind of fingery about that kind of thing.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Guess I'll just have to go exhaust my options over at Rebecca's. $4.20 indeed, Summer. $4.20.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I like the way he says questions. Would you like a few more questions? I wish someone named Susie would show up in this. I need to go Susie Cooper at someone. I'm just gonna call Rebecca Susie from now on. No. Liam. Actually, we asked her. Yes, we asked her about that.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life?
Yes, that was his last name, wasn't it?
He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something. No, Black Stone.
Played in the pub?
Gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was
very
anything
gothic.
wrong? I mean, why he might have...
Yes, he could never tune his fucking
I
guitar.
didn't know him very well.
Wasn't a band called Blackstone. Didn't know him very well. No one knew him very well, apparently. And we've kind of gotten off topic about the whole affair thing. But I guess we're heading down this road now.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
And that didn't give me any new stuff. No. Oh, wait. Hang on a bit. Click to see all replies to this. Simon's replies. Didn't know Liam, but had heard about him. Didn't know Liam very well. Wasn't Liam's year. Oh, this is very handy, actually. This is something I wish I'd found earlier. Susie Cooper? Yes. Didn't know him very well. Ryan had met him in the pub. See, those would be good contradictions because if... Well, not really. Not really. I mean, Rebecca just said he didn't know him very well, just said he'd let him play in the pub. Let's see. No one knows anything about the license. I have a feeling this is a red herring. No one knows anything about that. The bike belongs to Simon's cousin. James didn't know about Simon's bike. Simon does ride a bike, thinks Simon also drives, but isn't sure. Who gives a shit? Broken pendant. It's Emma's, but she gave it to Kate. I think Simon had a similar necklace. Kate wore it at college. James doesn't know anything about it. Rebecca has seen students wearing the necklace, thinks it has some sort of meaning, and Ryan confirmed that it is a symbol that they use on the course. He's never bought one, though, for no reason whatsoever. This thing, the freedom phrase, it's about being hung up on guilt. Ryan invented the phrase, good on him. I mean, there's a contradiction there that he said he was a smart person, then he invents the stupidest slogan I've ever heard, but... Both victims had been in the pub. Rebecca is obviously the murderer. Well, there might be something to that, but I would assume Ryan is the mastermind behind it. Although he seems too stupid to be the mastermind behind anything. He's clearly hiding something. He's clearly bad at it. I would imagine Rebecca knew full well that Ryan likes to sleep with his younger students / potential cult members, and she's just offing them one by one. I would bet he probably had Liam's dick in his mouth at some point. Liam seemed happy. Everyone seemed fucking happy. Alright. I'm reaching for it. Did Simon says there was another greenhouse at Abbey Farm. You also haven't asked Emma about the free to be free phrase. Why would she know about that? Okay. Simon did say there was another greenhouse at Abbey Farm. Does that mean a location has opened up that I haven't been to? Thank you, hint. I'll go ask Emma first, because I have a feeling that will go nowhere. Also, I've made my decision. I'm not going to be stringent about reaching for the tip thing. Because it doesn't count as a cheat, specifically. It just nudges me in the right direction. And I have a feeling that the first episode I did of this was very boring. And if there's one thing I'm deathly afraid of with regards to, you know, making videos and streaming and podcasting and all of that, is to come across as boring. I also don't like looking like an idiot, although I have to concede that I do that a lot.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
And this game sort of brings up both of those worries, like front and center. Haven't asked about this? Probably should.
Do you know the phrase, free to be free?
To be free, to be free, to be free, bird!
It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about
it? Was that before or after you banged the course leader?
You shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong.
Not really a believer in that. No, I clearly don't.
No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did
Kate
think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Really? He was at the course. She heard the phrase when she attended Atlas, phrase about not feeling guilty. Doubt Simon agrees with it fully. There might be a contradiction here that she heard the phrase when she attended Atlas. However, she only attended it once, and that doesn't quite sound like something they would just drop at the first, the first meeting. Thank you, Summer. Thank you for saying I'm doing better. Actually, I think it's because the game's gotten moving a bit, so there's more things to ask people. I'm just gonna keep getting hung up on this. It's the advertising poster. She only went once. Nope, just checking. Doubt Simon agrees with it fully. Well, he kind of seems very into it, so... Heard the phrase when she attended Atlas. It's a phrase about not feeling guilty. Everyone seems to agree on that. Doubts Simon agrees with it fully. Okay, fine.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't see anything weird or contradictory about any of that, so I'm going to head off and find the thing behind Abbey Farm. I assume this might be the screen that something would happen on, but no. No, let's go back up here. I can call the chief. Probably nothing's gonna happen. Let's just try doing that for reasons. I mean, we just got a big fat hint from whoever's in charge down there. And no, nothing. Go over to Abbey Farm. Maybe I need to go around the back. Maybe another location has opened up. Go up the steps.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Ah, here we go. Yes. Off you scoot now. Go into the large greenhouse. This is very nice, by the way. Okay, full disclosure and a bit of a side note. I was actually experimenting with my mobile phone because I wanted to see if I can make an adventure game where it was basically like this. You know, it was first person and you moved from screen to screen. And I've already done that once. I did it in low res. It was called What's in the Safe. I just took pictures with my phone and then I compressed them down to shit and made them look like Commodore 64, basically. Just squashed them down to 160 by 200 pixels and then stretched that into 320 by 200. So it made it look like old Maniac Mansion kind of stuff. You know, Commodore 64. But I wanted to do that in high quality, like 720p, 1080p, whatever, with stuff animating. And I know that there's a plugin for AGS that lets you use videos as, you know, the background. And I was experimenting by standing very still and taking slow motion photographs, because that kind of gets, you know, the lens blurring and, you know, dust moving around and stuff And now I'm kind of, I don't know, heartbroken that this game has done it before, and quite a lot better, actually. I mean, this loops perfectly. It just, this looks very nice. I like the environments in this. It looks alive. That's great. Let's go into the greenhouse and have me stop talking like an idiot. Okay. Well, I'm so glad I went in here, but I see the investigation icon has appeared. Something that I've actually completely forgotten was in the game, so let's do that. Marijuana, innit?
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but it'd be interesting to see what he says about it.
I fucking doubt it's oregano. Or oregano, sorry. I think I'm getting into this British thing. So let's go and have a chat with him. The long way around. Now let's just pause here for a bit and then go back down the steps. Just enjoying the view for a bit. Oh, Jamesy Poo.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Packet of dried leaves. Tea?
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Time.
We're snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
And trespassing, but cool.
Just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive.
Although not in
you
cooking.
Normally just leave packets of mint lying around.
Must have dropped it.
He seems very guilty about something. Okay, he won some cookery competitions. I'll bet he won cooking competitions with Simone.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
I think we're off to talk to Simon again. Can we go to a library and explore the history of the cult? I don't know. There's no... I mean, there's a... I don't know if Chaos Theory is trying to spoil the game for me, but I haven't found a library yet, and we don't know for a fact that Atlas is a cult, although it is quite clearly a cult, but in the game we haven't found that out yet. So if you are spoiling the game, please stop that. That's very rude. Alright, time to... So this is actually where Paul and Ryan live, but I'm not going to go and annoy them yet. Actually, I wonder if Paul is home. Now, this is the one where I can't actually go into the... Fuck it. Simon, start spilling the mint beans.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Know what these are?
No.
No, so he sucks at
like
cooking.
Sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
See, mint is one thing. Sage is something, I don't know, mystics and weird people with beards and robes like to burn at sacred ceremonies and shit. Yes, I've seen those films. So that might be sage.
Maybe later on, if that's okay.
Maybe Emma's the real brains here and can tell me definitively what it is.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry.
Evidently not.
I don't
What
know
a shame.
anything about plants or things like that, but
yes.
You should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Don't get snotty with me, young lady. I was actually about to go ask her because she runs a pub, so maybe she knows how to cook. But thank you for, shoving me in that direction yourself. Yes, just roll some of the leaves, have a smoke, see if it gives you a buzz. If it does, then, case solved. Ding ding.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yes. Hello. Going to show these to Susie Cooper.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint.
Magic.
Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Where can I get some?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines.
Look at that evil fucking smile. She's a witch! Witch, I tell you.
I expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Man, me neither. I did... We'll come back
That's
to
it
you.
for the time being, thank you.
I'm just gonna go back and tell James he's full of shit. Ding ding, excuse me. Drug Lord, if you wouldn't mind.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
There's a joke about British cooking here, but I'll leave it alone. Thank you, douchey guy. That was quite brilliant, in fact.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that, skin cream?
Yeah, you fucker.
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
I
So you've never
thought
heard
you
of Salvia?
said you... something. Don't know much about a plant, but you have something, herby-derby-vory thing. Where would that be? Where would that be hiding? Where would that be hiding? Won cookery competitions, doesn't know much about plants. Now, didn't he say he was like a herb grower, and then he doesn't know anything about plants? That's weird. Liam's death. James's degrees in plant science. Yes, of course. And how in the hell doesn't he know much about plants? Thank you, Summer.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're
You
still...
have a degree in it, you
You've never
shithead.
heard of salvia.
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Do I have to beat it
It's
out of
legal,
you?
why not?
What do you do with it?
I trip my balls
Use it
off.
for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Well, the people I stab when
Do
I'm
you
tripping,
sell
sure.
it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the
Sure.
only drug you grow, is it?
You are full of
Free to go
piss,
and look
aren't
if you want.
I have.
Okay, I'll look later.
The only drug he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James.
No, me neither.
Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Possibly would throw people like me off the scent. Hello, Undying Spite. Welcome. Show him the mask after the leaves. I already showed him the mask. Don't get weird. Doesn't recognize mask. No. Maybe this is worth bringing up to other people.
Thank you.
Yes,
Probably be
yes.
back later.
Let's go and show this to some more people, and actually take the long way through the forest, because we haven't... I mean, even though the clock hasn't changed, I think nothing's changed here. We have to go left here. Something might have changed, and we also didn't explore fully here. We just found Mr. Drunk Person, which was awesome. I loved that, but we didn't check the Cheti. And nothing has changed. The garden gnome is getting smaller. Salvia only makes you trip for like 15 minutes. 15 excellent minutes! Eh? Go into the woods. Anything new? How about in the clearing? No? Okay, cool. Now we have to go towards Atlas. Hello. Enter building. Hey, is that dickhead still in the reading room? Nope, closed off.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Let's show it to the chief. It's just a phone booth. It has no Skype feature. Duh. Sucks. Packets of dried leaves. Would you like to see this?
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I don't know. Would you like some in your drink?
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do.
Already
Messy
did.
things, growing things.
Messy things, eh? Didn't ask about your sex life, dickface.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector.
I get all the pussy I need sober.
That's the only drug
well,
I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any
sober,
students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides,
as far as you know,
no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought.
Aren't they?
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
Wait. Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas premises. However, Kate was absolutely pissed. Shit-faced indeed. At the meeting last Friday. No? Oh, come on. Suck me sideways. Doesn't keep medicine. Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas premises. But, of course, she could have been drinking before she showed up. That's true, of course. She could have gotten drunk before she got to the meetings. Yes. Kate warmed up before she got there. Well, it was just a meeting, not a course to speak of. This whole drug thing seems to be barking up the wrong tree. We can go back and, of course, ask Simon. Because I still think there's more to this Simon and James thing than they led on. Or that they're leading on. I think they might be the muscle drowning kids. So, you know, you got James just tripping his balls off trying to forget. Because he's got that faraway look in his eye, right? So he's not... He's got some guilt about the whole thing, but he's going one way. And Simon is fine, because he doesn't believe you should have guilt about anything, really. Just go through life and be a fuckwit. And my eyes are itchy.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Ah, that's good. Yes, would you like to use this in your chili?
Ever
It'd
heard
be fun.
of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain.
For 15 minutes,
I've not tried
apparently.
any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Smoke a lot of weed, eh? Good to know. Has tried salvia a few times. Didn't know what the hell this was. Hasn't seen these leaves before, but he tried them a few times. Come on, that... No? No? How did you try them without looking at them? Oh, you rank son of a bitch. Hasn't seen the leaves before, but he's tried it a few times. Come on, that is a contradiction. Might not be a big one, but... Fuck me. Fine, we'll ask Emma.
Okay.
Here, would you like to do some drugs?
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No.
Wanna get high?
I haven't taken any illegal substances.
Sure you haven't. Bullshit. Never taken any illegal substances. She didn't mention anything about that previously, did she? No. I want to go to the menu.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave here. I want to go into this thing again. The thing with the thing. Where I can check everyone's response to something. Like trying to use this. No. Where'd that thing go? I want the thing. The thing. Do I... Oh, wait. Toggle between mouse and keyboard control. Fuck no, I'm not gonna use keyboard controls. Is it in the main menu? I don't believe it is. Where did I find that thing? God damn it. Show inventory. Try to use the salvia. Yeah. Oh, click to see all replies to this. There it was. No, salvia says no. Has never taken illegal substances. Has no interest in drugs. Does not allow drugs or alcohol. I want it somewhere on paper that Kate brought alcohol to the Atlas thing. Actually, fuck it. Let's just hint it up. How much does James really know? How much does he really know? Yeah. You could also call the chief for an update. You know what? I think I'll do... Okay, so thank you for leading me to James, at least. We'll start by calling Chiefy Poo. And then we'll go in and harass... Okay, Syria, I will try to use the salvia in just a tick. I should probably go to the woods to do that, actually.
Jenks.
Yes, Chief, bit more news. James Wilson admitted he does know what Salvia Divinorum is, but he claims it's the only drug he...
I didn't tell you about it before, so why are we talking about it like I have?
Suspicious.
What is this stuff, Salvia? What do you do with it? Smoke it?
I'm not sure, but I doubt you could smoke the stuff I found. You'd have to dry it out first. I imagine you infuse it or crush it or something.
We'll do a bit of research, find out. Does he sell it?
He said he doesn't, no.
I doubt he's growing it just for himself, Jenks. There's something he's not telling you. Go through your notes, make sure he's telling you the whole story, will you?
Okay, I'll speak to you later, sir.
Bye-bye.
Chief seems to be getting sick of us. Okay, let's ring the doorbell. Hello.
Questions, please.
You haven't slumped over dead yet. Okay. Grocer for his private use. However, he was traded herbal tea for Simon's home brew. There it is. Isn't it? Isn't it? That's gotta be it. Yes!
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew. So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else?
Okay, everyone in town, is that what you wanted to hear?
How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
He didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Didn't commit... Oh, you seem to know a lot.
Do you even know about Third Eye?
It's a song by Tool, I think.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
I'm getting
Was
upset.
a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall.
I think you still do.
I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again.
Okay, yeah, I think we need an info dump here.
Look.
He's gonna come back with a pocket knife or a crossbow or some shit.
Pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
Selling
you
humans?
Don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately
check out their music.
Them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
And do you suppose so Atlas might be this new cult?
By Third Eye.
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
Well, it's obvious, you could tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies.
Went around doing this all the
time. Someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented. You can read about it.
Don't really have time. Have to be back Monday. Can't show up with bleary eyes.
Ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
from what people said who've been through it.
This is why he doesn't get on with Simon.
I could
He can
speak to
tell.
did go through it?
Well,
Can tell Simon's being brainwashed,
it doesn't
can he?
matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight.
Probably because a stone hippie went around shouting about them selling slaves.
Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Alright,
Well,
could
that
you look
was
more
a lot
intense?
to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Well, I think there's a pretty big one. Let's see what the... I could, out of the corner of my eye, I could see the chat going apeshit, so let's just see what happens here. Shy Goth drunk, but then Shy Guy was killed by drugs before Shy Goth killed, so let's find who killed. Here, a chaos theory. My god. Are you typing this with the keyboard upside down, or what? Douchey Guy says, Scientology intensifies. Yes. Yes. Siriar says, Third Eye changed its name into Atlas. It's obvious, isn't it? But let's go show this around.
I'll be back later.
It is my assumption, says Siriar. It is... I'm more than assuming that. I think it is quite clearly. I'm going to show this to Rebecca first. Because then, of course, she being the head witch and everything. You've seen that smile, right? She's got those searing eyes. Yes. I shall enjoy flaying you first. She's got that shit going on.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
Hey, Francisco, you're just in time for the cult thing. Hello. You like cults, right? Yes. Francisco and I share an affinity for cults and medieval torture devices. You should tell them about that sometime, Francisco. Maybe he was just indulging me about the torture devices, but he did seem to know an awful lot about them. And I have a feeling some of them will be showing up sometime during this game. Yes, there should be sage burning robes and iron chairs with fires under them or some shit. Yes, in fact, Francisco. Yes, Truls and I was in a cult once. Yes, we were. Yes. Oh, how we got naked and painted snakes on our chests, and then wandered into some sort of fiery circle. And then Michael Dorn shouted at us. It was fun. You should have been there.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person.
And you are?
I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Sage, actually.
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
No, it's costing me customers.
None at all.
See the geometry? It's a math sect. Summer, I know you mean Ben Jordan, obviously, because we do have the creator of Ben Jordan in the chat now. But as an acronym, I really feel Francisco did not think that series name through. I mean, it could have been Adventures of Ben Jordan, then it would have been ABJ. That's actually worse. Okay. James is a fantasist, casts spells in the woods, grows cannabis, no truth, and all of that. Doesn't take any drugs or medicine. Okay, we're cool with this. I'll just
be back later.
Or perhaps I thought of it exactly. I will leave speculation up to other people in the future. The Ben Jordan quest, BJQ. Well, this just sounds like a very funky naked barbecue, doesn't it? He was 22 when he made the first game, not exactly the peak of maturity. Well, I'm 38 soon, and I think it's safe to say my peak of maturity hasn't kicked in yet. So, anyway, let's just bother Simon and Emma once again, because my god, I love it. Bothering them.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yes, a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Have you seen this before?
Oh.
Sounds like he was about to break into song.
That James did. Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
Really distancing himself. I said Third Eye like a million times. It's 3 eye, 4 eye, fuck eye, something. I don't know. He knows James made the flyer, doesn't know anything about Third Eye. Nothing really strikes me as contradictory here, but I mean, it is obvious that Simon is...
That's all for the moment.
I mean, he's crawled so far up Ryan's ass that, you know, all that's hanging out are like the soles of his shoes. So, hey, Emma! Good times. Let's see what you know about this, eh?
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Sounds perfectly reasonable to me. Saw the flyer while at college last year. Is there something wrong with the timeline there? Something college? No, fuck.
Be back later on if that's okay.
Now let's do what Seriar said and go to the woods and try to use the sage just for the fucking hell of it. I mean, I doubt it'll actually work. You know what we should do? We should go to the jetty. This is not the jetty, but it's as good a place as any. Inventory. Salvia Divinorum. I want to use it. Why can I... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, there's one place where it says try to use this item here. Oh, packet of dried leaves. I'm sorry. Here we go. There's no use for the packet of leaves here. So, oh, would you like to go to the jetty instead? Yes, we can certainly do that. Oh yes, indeed. Go ahead into the woods. Go to the jetty. Now let's toke up. No. Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, some suggestions are coming into the chat. Douchey guy says, didn't Simon make the mask, or did I misremember that? Now Simon claims he didn't know what it was. Rebecca said that it was probably Ryan's mask. And Ryan says, yeah, sure, we used it once or twice or some shit. Haven't seen that in a while kind of thing. James is right. Considering how politicians make some decisions, they do seem to be like aliens. Can't agree more. Yeah, that didn't quite get out. Have you talked to the Atlas guy yet? Yes, I have several times. He's kind of a dick. I am going to go through the woods, however, to do so, because a lot of things seem to change in the woods. I'm just going to... just poke my nose back and forth and whip my hair back and forth and stupid pop song. I wish it would burn to death if it could. Yes. No, I haven't talked to him in a while.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
He did drink from the thing, from his glass the last time I talked, and he made this face. Which would imply that, well, it is obviously water. It's supposed to be a gin and tonic, but speaking of which, this is totally water too. Ah, yes, adjusting the valve. That one never caught on, did it? Okay, hello? Okay, let's watch his face now, because there's one person who's very bad at hiding, you know, his innermost feelings. I mean, just a second I said, no, I'm a detective, his face just went. So, let's watch his face as I ask him about this flyer, which is obviously directed at his previous attempt at selling slaves. Is this a prequel to the Jordan Peele movie Get Out? Which is a great movie, by the way, you should watch that, if you haven't.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
I don't remember seeing
any of the symbols on it.
No, sorry.
Don't recognize any of the symbols. Excuse me. I think I know where this is going. Didn't recognize any of the symbols, did you? You have a background in No, that's not it. No. See, you used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. No? Fuck me. Oh, come on. That was... I mean, this is clearly a bunch of hoodoo-doo-doo junky funky shit. Doesn't reckon... This is the contradiction. I'm sure it is. I just clicked the wrong thing. I think... I mean, I've caught this dude in a number of contradictions that the game just went, nah, fuck it. Not worth it. This is the contradiction. God damn it! Doesn't recognize any of the symbols. I don't know anything about that, but I usually read tons of books about black magic and satanic rituals and bullshit like that. But fuck, it's the mask symbol. Oh my fucking Christ! Okay, yes, it actually is. One of them is. The symbol on the mask represents the triple goddess. Thank you.
Aha.
Thank you, Summer.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the
Summer, I did look at the chat.
And you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols.
You have to realize the chat is lagged, especially for me.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Okay, my ears are itchy. Like I said, I do look at the chat, but the chat is over here, the game is over here, and also the chat lags a lot. When you type something in on Twitch, there is a good 10 to 12 seconds before it shows up on my screen. Because of the restream thing, because I'm co-streaming on YouTube and Twitch and Mixer at the same time. So restream, I have the restream client open, and that's also the client that you're seeing in the actual Twitch window over here. So that's why. And Francisco is naked right now. Well, turn on your webcam and I'll splice you into the stream. Anyway, what did he say? You'll have to replay the answer, sorry.
Do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
And that was it. That was just it. What? Only knows that he heard about Third Eye, never came into contact with Third Eye. Again, maybe this, shit, where is it? This. No? God damn it. Maybe Francisco needs a BJ. Okay. Oh, Summer says she was joking. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, that gets me kind of riled because if there's one thing I would hate, it was to be one of those kinds of people who ignore the chat or ignore the comments on YouTube. I never want to turn into one of those people. That's why I try to keep up with my Discord on an everyday basis. I fail at that sometimes. I do realize that. I always feel like I could be doing more, really, and that I could interact more, and there just isn't time during the day because there's other shit to be doing. If it were up to me, I would be doing this full time, and I would be, it would be part of my day to just, set aside an hour, maybe 2 hours of just interacting with the community. Also, do you have any cash in your inventory? I would love to. I can't actually use inventory items on people. If I could, I would be beating this guy over the head with this scrying mirror. Stay hydrated, everyone. Don't make me do spit takes, Grundislav. Yes, we do have weed. Would you like some weed? There's sage leaves, technically, but they'll get you buzzed for about 15 minutes. Apparently enough to drive people to suicide in those 15 minutes. Francisco is referring to Fiets Opa, a Dutch person of well renown, if you happen to watch certain kinds of movies intended for a certain kind of audience, and he's started featuring prominently in this season of Backseat Designers. Enough about that. Backseatdesigners.com. Okay, there is something here that I'm missing. God damn it, Francisco. There's something here that I'm missing, because that was a short answer. You're full of shit. You know exactly what this third eye is, and I've got you by the balls. You used to read about this shit. You have a degree in psychology or whatever the fuck it was, background in psychology. You don't know about third eye in psychology, do you? Actually, do you? Never came into contact with third eye? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Come on, fucker. Absolute fucker. Just gonna see if the chat had something to offer on this one. I am dead certain this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to... fuck you. Okay, what else was there? Only knows what he heard about third eye, never came into... Maybe there's more on the... Maybe there's more on the... cardboard mask. Symbol is not used in the core. Symbol and mask represents the triple goddess. Or goddess, actually. Oh, Francisco says BSD is one of his favorite podcasts. He must not listen to a lot of podcasts. But that's very sweet of him. Yes. There is something here, god damn it. Is there something on this? Well, there's an eye on this. Of course, it was designed by an agency, but there are eyes. There are eyes on this. I mean, it's sort of obvious, isn't it? Atlas name picked randomly, but I don't know. This isn't it. Boy, that tugs at my tits, doesn't it? Fuck, I'm leaving.
Probably be back later.
Mask was made by a friend who died last year. Maybe Liam. That is good. Probably. But there are no real contradictions in what Ryan said. Heard about him. Liam seemed happy. Had met him in the pub. You know, things. Phrase invented at Hull and... Yes, but the phrase he's talking about is the free to be free phrase. It has nothing to do with the symbol, which is a bit of a bummer. Can't actually remember where that quote is from. Oh, it's an Eddie Izzard quote. He's a funny guy. He used to be funny anyway. I haven't seen any of his recent shows. That got off to a weird part. We didn't even learn anything new, did we? We did. Let's smoke 'em peace pipe and see what happens. No? Fuck you. All right. You should call the chief for an update. Okay. I think I will then. So the Freedoms was made up at the village hall where the third eye operated. Yes, and at the village hall we found the little key thing, and we actually found the flyer as well, which leads me... I mean, it is so fucking obvious it's the same fucking cult, right? Anyway, let's call the chief, see what's up. We are coming up on the end of the stream as well, so I just want that last win, and then we can head off into the distance. Tell me what you know, Jenks, tell me. I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment. I have plenty of ideas.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The three what?
Oh, don't ask that. It's going to be a very long explanation.
Or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Righto.
Find out what you can about this cult. Well, I've asked everyone. Okay, the only thing I haven't really tried is going back to that strange fucking... No, wait, this is wrong, wrong, leave. Actually, the clock did advance, maybe something else has happened. So I might just check that. Oh, excuse me, there was something behind here that I couldn't examine. And... it's gone. I think I might actually have examined that in the previous episode. I remember it being very dark back there, and then I investigated it anyway, and something down behind the pub. Oh, god damn it! Exit transition! Stop with transition. People must think I'm the fucking high drunk person right here. Here we go, and continue to the village hall, yes, where nothing happens. Something. So we're supposed to phone off into the chief. Really? It's what I said it was. Wait a minute. I looked at a walkthrough. Oh, Fraser invented that hall and never came into contact. Oh, so Gridislav's just looking up walkthroughs. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't miss what he said. I thought he was just, you know, offering a suggestion, and I was dismissing it entirely because I didn't think it would be relevant. Okay, cool. Go ask the Atlas guy about the Atlas race being invented in the hole and never coming into contact with the third eye. Thank you. I mean, I wouldn't quite go so far as to... I was trying to be helpful because FMV games are bullshit. Well, really? I'm enjoying this a lot more than I was in the last week, because the mystery's getting interesting, and even though I keep getting stuck on these screens, fuck it, let's just get on with it. It's almost 2 a.m. and we should be making tracks. So never came into contact with the third eye, but he invented this phrase while based at the village hall. Oh, I know why that's a contradiction. Oh, that is sneaky, because all the flyers were hung around the village hall. So of course he came into contact with it, because he's a little cult asshole.
Aha.
Stop saying aha, it makes you look stupid.
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase "free to be free" while you were based at the village hall.
Oh, look at those eyes. If looks could kill.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
No.
Go on.
You see,
perish the thought.
Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
No.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye?
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it.
You're getting irate. Maybe you should pour yourself another drink.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down.
Oh, his cronies, eh?
Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So
slave trade.
Wouldn't know.
We all know that.
You were now running Atlas.
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
All of it.
Necessarily exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions.
And we stick electrodes in their brains, you know, just for fun and kicksies.
The course starts in 15 minutes.
I will not.
Excuse me, Inspector.
Does he have the sound of broken glass as his ringtone?
Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment.
Rebecca's phoning. Or his current floozy. It's Emma.
See you later.
It's Emma. It's Emma.
That was Dad. I have to...
Emma. Okay, where's Dad?
Come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
I would love to, yes. Ding ding. No cheats used. I don't need cheats because I have the chats.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination.
I think you've said that once already.
I believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
Yes, I heard the scream from miles away. Hello, Daddy-o.
Pleasure.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I am investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big man.
Interesting phrase.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Points.
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, no. See, he said
Very busy
points,
man.
so you're supposed
Try
to go
asking an
questions.
intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
Ryan, piss off.
Centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
I will never need you. You are useless.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
Would you like soft or semi-hard?
No, that's
maybe
as is.
semi-erect information.
But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Well, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners.
No, he does not.
The strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
8 o'clock already. And I do want to ask this dude all about the all-abouts. And I'm just having a look through the chat here. LT Dude's heading off to bed. It is 2 a.m. It is, in fact, 2 a.m. And... did we show the leaves to the bat owner, says Chaos Theory? I'm assuming that's bar owner. Yes, we did. And... Let's see. It is 8 p.m. EDT anyway. I am not going to go on for another hour. I was going to go through all of these and ask him about them, and I think I'm going to leave that for the next episode. Trouble is, I can't save from this screen, so I'm just going to have to, after that lengthy introduction, I'm just going to say, fine, you've scared me,
That's it for the time
I'm
being.
off.
Thank you.
Yes.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
After that one introduction, we didn't ask him a single thing, we just up and fucking left. And that is exactly what I'm going to do now. I keep clicking on the wrong fucking icon. Save game 1. Yes. Save game and exit. Because the coke is getting to me. And thank you so much, Siriar, for offering to stay another hour. You're in the same time zone as I, and it is a work day and all that, and it is 2:07 a.m. as we're recording this. The UI in this, thank you, Francisco. The UI in the game is atrocious. It is HTML based. I think I've sussed that out, so there's probably a reason for that. But yeah, things being what they are, I have some ideas for improvements, and I think I've laid them out in the previous episodes. So I think Summer, thank you for sticking around. Sorry about that outburst earlier, but it really does. It means a lot to me to not be the guy who ignores people. So, you know, there's that. So as long as you don't think I am ignoring you, then heart warmed. And I do want to thank you so much for your help for all this. You're very good at nudging me in the right direction. Francisco, thank you also for showing up and just looking up a fucking walkthrough in the middle of things. So that was neato as well. What did I have? There was something I wanted to talk about right at the end. No, just gonna do the usual things. I do have a Discord if you didn't know, and there is a link here. Thank you. And if you wanted to, oh, that's right. If you like the tune that I played at the start, I'm gonna leave a link to that here as well. I don't think you did, because it is a very old tune that I did for an adventure game that is partly based on Channel Awesome, and that is not a fun subject to be around at this point. But this was made years and years and years ago. This was made back in, how did I make this? 2011. Shit, that's a long time ago. Anyway, yeah, I did a whole sound. I was a huge fan of Channel Awesome back in the day. So well, shit, a lot of really awful things coming out about that whole thing. Jesus, spent the whole day just reading up on all the bullshit. But let's not get into that. Let's not leave this on a downer note. There's the Discord. There's today's tune, and of course, do check out Backseat Designers. There was a link earlier. Gonna just put in another one just for the hell of it. We are having fun over there, and we are in fact inviting Francisco back. Yes, this season, inviting him back for the season finale roundtable. We're reviving that old tradition. So we're gonna have a bunch of people in the same chat talking about what we've learned this past season on Backseat Designers. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to record that at the start of next month, and it's going to come out as the season finale. And before that, we'll actually also be chatting with Charles Cecil. I think he's going to be the he's going to be the penultimate episode of the season. So it's going to, no one's going to get awarded. Oh yes, people will be getting awarded, because Gareth will be officiating. Actually, we haven't asked him if he is officiating it. I think we all might be. Yeah, it is going to be a, I have the talking stick now situation. Yes, we got, actually, fun story about Charles. Charles is very nice to me. I don't know why. And we wanted to get him for last season, last year, and he agreed, but he said, wait, can we wait until, can we wait until spring? Because we have a big announcement that we want to make. And we said, sure. And then he goes, actually, can we wait a bit more? Can we wait a bit more into months and months? And we just went, okay, the podcast is over, but we'd love to invite you back for, for next year, for next season. Because by that time, your big announcement will probably have come out. But that's not even what we wanted to talk to you about. So, cheerio, Miss Sophie. And so we asked him again this year. And he said, sure, we'll do it. Can we do it around spring? Because we have this big announcement that we didn't come out with last year. And we said, okay, sure, we'll do that. We have finally locked down a date. We even had to have him concede that his announcement probably won't even be ready for the recording that we're going to do. So apparently he's really hung up on this announcement that he's going to make that hasn't come out yet. And he's not going to be making it on our show. But the fact that you're jealous just fills me with warmth and poo. Anyway, everyone is leaving the stream now, and I don't blame them, because I'm just rattling off bullshit. But yes, fingers crossed. I mean, he could cancel at the last minute, but we do have we do have Charles Cecil penciled in for an interview. Yes. And Francisco's girlfriend. So there's that. Yes. So, Coolio, thank you so much for checking in. This was awesome. Put in a good word for us. I don't know. Charles Cecil is one of those rare people who always answers emails, even though he must be one of the busiest people in Britain. But he's always very nice, and he answers really fast emails too. Or he answers emails really fast too. I mean, he answers fast emails. You just have to really toss them at his head, and then he responds. If you just hand them over or slip them under his door, he won't answer at all. Toss them at his head with great speed, like one of those ninja throwers who can, slice fruit with playing cards, kind of. Just off he goes, stick it in his ear. Then he answers. BCT stands for Blue Cup Tools. And that's Francisco's podcast, and it is vastly superior to what we do over at BSD. Just saying. But anyway, I am going to leave, and thank you again so much for tuning in, and I'll see you around the Chrono stream. God, I promised never to do that again. Sorry.